Hello YouTube, Magus Supreme here, coming at you guys with another reading. So for today's reading, I decided to do a pick a card about what Spirit is proud of you guys for. I know there's been a lot going on. A lot of people are overcoming a very challenging time in their life, and a lot of people are starting to see the tail end of that challenging time. So I just wanted to put some energy out there to keep you guys going. So find out what something Spirit want to give you a pat on the back for, so you can pat yourself on the back for. Because I know one thing, when we are like learning and growing, we oftentimes like forget to look back and see just how far we came. So that was like my goal with this pick a card, and I hope that's what came out in the cards. I didn't really like look over too many of the decks or the piles or anything like that. So this will be a blind reading. I don't really know too much of what's in here. So I'll be just as surprised as you guys are. So with that being said, I'm going to get started with pile selection. So with pile 1, we have the ring. It's a number 25 card. For pile 2, we have the wits. Very spicy. And for pile 3, we have the stork. Number 17. So yeah, you guys make sure you go over that pile selection as many times as you need to. And then I will be, over here on my end, I will be moving on to pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 1, the ring card, then this reading is for you. This is what Spirit is proud of you for. So I have some tarot cards, I have some oracle cards in here. So just give me some time to like kind of lay everything out, and then we'll see what's here. Okay. I pulled a lot of cards for all of these piles, so just bear with me. Okay. So, pile number 1. What I'm getting a big sense of right here is that Spirit is proud of you guys for deciding to do something new. For doing something new and seeing something in a new way. Because the first card that we have, I pulled tarot first, and the first card we have is the death card. So this definitely lets me know that there's been a new beginning in your life, because death is usually about endings and new beginnings, but I really feel like, well, yeah, because they have a new beginning, there has to be an ending. So I keep feeling like there's something that you guys like are putting to rest, or like have put to rest. And with impasse here, I feel like there's like something that you like. Spirit is proud of you for like really paying attention to like the signs, for knowing that it's time for you to change and you taking the steps towards that change. Like that's what I'm getting here very loudly, very clearly. Like you took the steps towards change. You saw that something was like blocked to you and that you needed to reroute, reassess, or come up with something new, and you decided to act on it, with Death card being the first card here. Like you decided to like really transform yourself and make yourself new. Because we also have the honoring your energy card here. You really are deciding to be a lot more true to who you are, pile 1. I'm seeing here that you also are starting to respect your body more. Maybe you guys have started to work out. Maybe you guys have started to eat better. Maybe you guys have just decided to be a little bit more conscious about what you give your body and what you put in it. But either way, Spirit is proud of you for taking that step and like making that change, that transition, for believing and like actually making that step. Yeah, because the next 2 cards we have is like the Death card, the King, and the Queen of Wands. And with the King and the Queen of Wands showing up, like, and like with this Death card, with the Death card, and we also have like Uranus here. Like this is like a very like quick, like drastic change. Like I just can't shake it. It's a drastic change. But it's a change that's like allowing you to feel more confident. It's a change that you decided to undertake. Like it's a change that you have control over. Like you're really starting to get control over your life and regain your confidence in who you are. You're starting to regain the confidence in who you are, and really just like really realize your worth, because we have the worthiness card here. A big realization of your self-worth and who you are, and deciding to honor your vessel and who you are, because we have honoring your energy in the body card here. And the body card talks about your physical vessel. So I feel like you guys are definitely like the pile that's like all gung-ho, all ready for like personal change and personal growth. Like, this is like a big personal growth pile. Like, maybe you guys have just decided to do something with your life. Like, made a big decision on like moving your life somewhere else, or like rerouting your life, or just like thinking about doing something different. And I keep saying that because the impasse card is here. Excuse me. Yeah, because the impasse card is here, and this card is definitely about a certain way being blocked to you and having to find a different way through. And with the death card being right next to this impasse card, I keep feeling like you guys are just like really making a brand new step. I'm also hearing, like I was about to say, a brand new commitment, because I do see the Rain card here, and you also have like the Lady card here as well. So if you are a woman, I feel like this is you deciding to be better to yourself. And if you are a guy, I feel like this is you deciding to be better to someone, being better to someone in your life, whether it's your mother, your sister, or your wife. It's just deciding to like really honor your energy, realize that you do deserve like love and happiness, and decide to like approach like either this person or your counterpart, your lover, your partner, with the respect that they deserve and that you deserve. That's the story that's coming up for me right now. But what I really was getting here though is like the desire to change yourself. Like the uniting of like your masculine and your feminine energy. And with Uranus here, like I guess I keep coming back to this card. Like Uranus is like revolution. It's like something that's just coming out of nowhere. Like it's unpredictable. It's rebellious. Like this is just like brand new energy for you. Like brand new energy. Like this is something that, you know, was probably a long time coming for you guys. And, you know, it's finally here. So Spirit is proud of you for taking the first steps, for believing in yourself, and having the proper energy and discipline here with the King of Wands, the proper like discipline and the proper like vision to step forth and to like do something for yourself, and not getting down and not putting yourself down where, you know, you might have had a setback, or like you might have had to like go a different way, or like things didn't work out as expected the first time around. But staying true to your goal and like actually like pushing through. The other thing that I have here is you have like everyone's a teacher, and like I said, like if you guys do have like some kind of partner or like somebody that you're in a relationship with, you're definitely learning a lot. Like, and I'm feeling like this is like for people who are still like in a relationship and not split. Like, because the relationship isn't like bad, it just has like its ups and downs and its challenges, and you're learning that through those challenges, it doesn't mean that your partner doesn't love you or anything like that. You're just like realizing like what they will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And Spirit is like happy that you're taking the steps out to negotiate, to reroute, to work things out, and to figure stuff out. Yeah, because we do have counterparts here with the King and Queen of Wands. And then we got the Lady and the commitment, and then the ring here symbolizing commitment. So I could be talking to someone that's in a committed relationship right now. So either way, if you are in a committed relationship, Spirit is proud of you for like actually deciding to step up and be committed to this relationship. For like actually like changing your ways, stepping up, and like actually like, you know, being the person that this person needs you to be. Another thing that I'm seeing here in the cards, because there's two cards that I haven't even touched yet, was the creativity and the chop wood card along with this Lady. Now the Lady card talks about, in Lenormand, it's about being like someone that's like nurturing, a caregiver, and someone who is like more emotionally like loving. There's no tarot cards to really back this up or reinforce this kind of energy. So what I really wanted to say was like, if you are a woman, this could definitely be like for you. But there's something here about this creativity and woman card. Like some of you guys might have like really let your feminine energy start flowing more. Like that could definitely be a really big change in your life as well. Deciding to pursue like, you know, something creative, like maybe like deciding to get into art, or like try to draw a little bit more, or hearing like body paint or like tattooing. Like, maybe there's something that you guys really wanted to do that's like creative and that you're deciding to do. Even if it's not something creative, like it's just about creating something new in your life, like a new routine, like a new workout routine, especially with this body card being here. Either way, with this like creativity card and this feminine card, there's something new that's happening here in your life. There's something new that's being created or that you're creating, because now you know who you are. You're honoring your energy. You're treating your body with more respect. You're treating yourself like you have some self-worth. And I keep feeling like, this is like something brand new for you. Maybe you're honoring your uniqueness here, Power One. Yeah, let me read this chop wood card, because the chop wood card is about making sure that you take things day by day, step by step, and making sure that you like have like humility in everything that you do, and realizing that not everything needs to be a big step. Like a change doesn't have to happen in one fell swoop. It could just happen from just like taking each day step by step and making little changes here and there. And that could be something else that Spirit is like really proud of you for, Power One. Because I just feel like this energy is all about change. Like you really switched up, like you really changed. I keep feeling like it's not even like a downgrade either. Like you really just upgraded in energy, upgraded in presence, upgraded in everything, Power One. You're starting to mellow out a lot more. You're starting to realize that people are people and that how people feel shouldn't have any impact on you. You're becoming much more self-confident and much more like willing to step out in that confidence, to believe that you are who you say you are. And you're really stepping out into that Power One. Being grounded in everything. Let me see. What message should I read for this? I feel like I should read the relationship message. Yeah, I'll read the relationship message. Nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationship and friendships go through lulls where everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing. Stare into space, pick up socks, and tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. The work of your relationship is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. Yeah, like I said, like the essence of the chop wood card is about just taking everything day by day and step by step. Realizing that not everything is going to happen in a big and explosive way. And like I said, you guys have probably been taking little steps to self-improvement. And if this is if you guys are in a relationship, here's a little bit of advice for you. It's not always meant to be big and exciting. Sometimes just sitting down like for a couple days where you guys don't really say much to each other, or, you guys just like see each other in the place, y'all just nod, or like, just sit and enjoy each other's company. There's nothing wrong with the silence that you can share with your lover. Not everything needs to be big and exciting, and your partner don't need to talk to you every single day. It gets tiresome to talk to the same person, seeing them day in and day out. I know. But either way, Power One, you guys have definitely like really putting a big value on your own self-worth, and you're all deciding. I'm seeing here that you guys are deciding to like really live your life a different way. That just keeps coming through very, very clearly. You guys are deciding to live your life in a different way, and to like really focus your energies in different things, and really honor yourself and focus on the things that only brings positivity, that sparks creativity and that creative fire in you, and that welcomes love, compassion, and nurturing energies into your life. Because Power One, you just realizing that you're worth it. Like I said, it's a big sense of self-worth and a big sense of like change on a personal scale. If it's not change, then it's just acceptance of who you are and acceptance of your worth, and realizing that, it's time for you to start doing things differently in your life. It's time for you to really like live out your worth, live out who you are, and honor your energy and honor yourself. So yeah, I think Spirit really loves that about you, and loves the fact that if what I said is true, that resonates, that you're deciding to embark down that path towards like really discovering and honoring who you are, and or honoring your relationship and honoring your partner if you're in a couple in a committed relationship. So Pile 1, if you like that reading, please make sure to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for watching this. I definitely appreciate every little bit of you, every comment, everything that you guys feel gracious enough to give me. I accept. So thank you, Pile 1, and I will see you in another read. Bye. If you chose the Whips card, this is Pile 2, and this is for you. Alright, Pile 2, let's see what we got for you guys. I pulled a lot of cards, so you guys gotta bear with me as I pull them all out. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that came to my head or why I even felt like I had to do that. I'm so sorry, Pile 2. I'm a weirdo. It's alright. It's okay. See, and here I was thinking that I skimped out Pile 1. Pile 2, your pile's the skimpy one. But that's okay. That's alright. That just means that the energies are much more concentrated and easier to read. So for Pile 2, the biggest thing that I heard that Spirit is so proud of you for, the Spirit is so proud of you for your strength, okay? Because you got 2 cards here about the strength, 2 cards that's really like pointing this out to me. Is this card here about strength and the Warrior card. So I'm going to read the strength card first. Wait, because I said your strength, and then the first card on the Warrior card is the word strength. So, yeah, let me read this. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior. And here it is, playing off each other, because this is the Warrior card. Okay. Warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based off what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six-pack. And then the Warrior card is strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, another card about being a hero. Stoicism and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. So yeah, this pile, you guys have really been through like a lot of I'm hearing like a lot of deep work. And this work is coming through from like accepting yourself and like really bringing a sense of balance into your life. Bringing a sense of balance into your life. And here we have the self-love card and the planetary, come on, Magus, you can do this. And the planetary energy that came out for you guys was Venus. So there's already like a bunch of synchronicities in this reading already, Pile 2, which lets me know that you guys probably have a great aura, maybe a little bit of higher vibration. So it's about whatever this is about you fighting for your right to be yourself and doing it in a way that, you know, Spirit approves. And I think what this mostly comes down to is like really having that inner strength and that mastery over yourself, Pile 2. Because here the card that really defined you guys was the Whips card, which was like really, really funny because the Whips card is about someone that likes to fight and argue, but your whole reading is about you tempering that out and like really calming that energy down. So maybe you was like a scrappy little young boy, you know, always like, I keep seeing someone that said like, you know, you never really went looking for the smoke, but whenever the smoke came to your door, you were readily available. Like you was right there and you was ready to greet it. Like you wasn't no pushover, but you really didn't really try to like get involved in all the yeehaw and the yip yapping. You know what I mean? Either way, Pile 2, like you're definitely seen by Spirit as someone that's like very stable, dependable, reliable, and like constant. And with this is also like this anchor is like really telling me like you're really someone that people can rely on, pal, too. Like you are that person that people like go and lean on. Like you're that shoulder for people to cry on. You might be that cousin that people call whenever like trouble is going down. It's like, go get cousin, don't call cousin Joey. Like, he always losing his mind whenever we bring him to these situations. Don't call him unless you need him. Either way, pal, too. Like, I love your energy. This is like the fuck around and find out, pal. Like, you guys have really been going through like a lot of change, and I can see this here with the Two of Pentacles, a lot of balancing out this like really tough like warrior like energy and turning it into someone that's like more compassionate, like stable. And like I said, what was I telling? Like, you guys are someone that's like very, very dependable, and we also have like the anchor here with loyal heart. I almost forgot that there. Like, your reading is very harmonious. Like, all the cards that I picked out for this reading just like all talk to each other, and everything is just right. I struggled a little bit with Pile 1's reading, but I'm not struggling with this pile because I feel like you guys have a higher vibration, and I can read for high vibrational people pretty well. So yeah, you guys probably have a really good vibration, and it's because you guys are like people that's willing to discipline themselves. Like, you're very, I don't know if you meditate. I feel like this might be the pile that like meditate just a little bit, because you can't really call yourself a warrior if you don't spend that time like honing your mind. At least from what I know and how my heart portrays a warrior, it has to be someone that's disciplined in both their mind and their body, So you guys probably really, really do that. Like, really spend the time with yourself, self-reflect, but there's just a fierceness inside of you that, like I said, I keep hearing that fuck around and find out energy. Like, if people really try you, they really end up surprised when they on their ass. Yeah, there's so much cursing in this pile, but I feel like if you pick this pile, you really wouldn't mind that anyway. But yeah, you guys' energy pile too is like very fierce. Like, you guys are like you guys are people that people will call to because if they need help or if they need something. But what I'm really, really feeling like is you guys really started to learn how to show up for yourselves as well. You guys probably have been there for everyone. Like I said, you probably was that cousin that people called to fights, or like, you definitely was like that person that never really like wanted to have problems with people, but trouble always seemed to find them. Either way, I keep feeling like you've been through the fire in your life, and now you're coming out the side like a much more mature, emotionally intelligent person. Like, your first goal isn't violence, isn't to quarrel, isn't to argue or be on the defensive anymore. Your first thing is to make sure that you try to talk things out, that you save your warriorhood for your last resort. Because what I've seen here is that you guys have just really undergone a lot of wisdom, a lot of growing in your life. The Hierophant can mean anything, but to me, it's just reading across is like wisdom. Like, you guys have really been through a lot, and you learn from your experiences, pal, too. And Spirit is very proud of you for learning through your experiences, because you are a warrior, both in the spirit and probably even in this physical realm. Like, I keep feeling like this is the pal that fight. Like, y'all fight. Whether it's verbal arguments or anything like that, or like how I'm really seeing it, it's like fist fighting. Like, this is the pal that fight. And what I'm seeing here is like you guys have really like calmed down a lot on that energy. You really brought a balance to it with the Two of Pentacles here, and you guys grew in your wisdom. Like, your wisdom and your maturity. And Spirit is like so proud of that, especially with Venus being here. Aphrodite is a peace-loving goddess, okay? She loves peace. I'm not going to get too much into the lore of Aphrodite, because she's very wishy-washy. Like, I don't know. I feel like Aphrodite has real Gemini energy. Like, she can be a lover of peace and stuff like that, but still cause conflict like the rest of them. So, I don't know. Or maybe that's just like you guys' energy. Like, you guys can be here about peace and everything like that. You come through with the Knight of Cups first. But if it really, really has to turn into something, you're a strong warrior. Because you're loyal to the people that you love. You're a strong protector. You are a very strong protector, pal, too. I like this energy. Protect me. Let me stop. Yeah, but I like this energy pile too. And I also like I said, I really get the feeling that you guys like might also be like really handsome or beautiful as well. With Aphrodite like showing her face here, people might really be drawn in by you. Like they really see you as like someone that's like really really strong, really dependable, and that's very attractive to a lot of people. It's attractive to me. It's very attractive to a lot of people. And I keep feeling like, you guys probably have like a sense of magnetism here. And Spirit loves that about you because you're really, through disciplining yourself, through conquering your hot headedness, through becoming more charming, more good with your words, like more emotionally available and wise, you're becoming someone that's like very, very beautiful, very reliable in more ways than one. And Spirit is like proud of that for you. Like a part of me just feels like this is like North Node, like, destiny type stuff. Like, yeah, this is supposed to happen. I'm gonna pull an additional card for you guys just because I love this energy and I don't want to let it go just yet. And I've only been reading for this pile for about 10 minutes. We got Sitting on Top of the World. One more. And like I said, this was the skimpy pile, so I can give you guys a little bit more. Yeah, we'll keep that too. These two. So we have Sitting on Top of the World, and we also have the green card. And what these two tells me, pile two, is that you guys have like really, like I've been saying this whole time, like growing, because this is what the green card is. This is about growth and how your growth is like literally unstoppable. Like no one can stop you, pile two. No one can stop you, and that should be like your affirmation. Like make that an affirmation, pile two. No one can stop me because they can't. Because you're growing, and you're elevating, and not only like spirit, but also like inside yourself. But I'm feeling like just saying that you elevating in spirit is like the best thing to do. It's the best thing to say. Because you guys are really taking on the hard task of conquering yourself. You're really good at fighting everyone else, but now you're really taking that fighting energy on everyone else that you have for everyone else and bringing it inside yourself. And really conquering yourself and really learning to love yourself in a brand new way. And that's true strength here. Learning to discipline yourself, to like really do the things that you need to do and focus on tasks is true discipline. And it's the growth that you're undergoing right now. It's this growth that no one can stop. And pretty soon, pile two, you're going to be sitting on top of the world. Like this growth that you're doing, this person that you're becoming, is going to lead you to a lot of good things. Especially, and it might be material abundance too, with Venus being out here, with Aphrodite lending her energy. She likes beautiful things. She rules over the sign of Taurus and I think Libra. Those two signs, they really love things. They love expensive things or beautiful things, material comforts, whatever it is. So pile two, I really feel like you guys are going to start living a life that's much more like shrouded in luxury or comfort. I know that's not something like most warriors would like to hear, but it's something that's going to be coming your way. You're going to be living much more comfortably now that you're taking the time to like really wrangle in yourself and like really discipline and like overcome your ego. You're going to be receiving a lot of blessings because you're taking the time out to become more wise. You're already very strong, and now you're taking the steps towards wisdom, towards self-mastery, towards discipline. And Spirit is very, very proud of that for you guys. Like Spirit loves that for you all, pile two. And Spirit is supporting you as you sit down, you meditate, and you bring balance into your energy and into your lives. So keep it up, pile two. So if you guys, pile two, if you like this reading, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know which pile you are, especially if you're a pile two. So I can start being in your inbox. I'm joking. But yeah, so thank you for your energy, pile two. Like I said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do whatever it is that you guys want to do to support this channel. And I'll see you in another reading. Goodbye. Come Come on, 2950. If you chose the Stork card, which is pile 3, then this reading is for you guys. So I do have a lot of cards out here, so you guys gotta bear with me. And again, the reading, and I'm gonna say it just for myself, is what is Spirit proud of you for? So, you know, you can go ahead and pat yourselves on the back after this one. Let me see. Yup. Right. All right. I'm sorry if that's so annoying, but I can't help it. It's gonna be my thing for this video, pile 3. All right. Pile 3. My magical girls. I feel like whatever pile this is, you guys do magic. You guys might be spiritualists, occultists, mages, witches, whatever it is that you want to call yourself. You're definitely a pile that does magics. Or is like involved in magics in some way. Because I just feel it. I feel it all through this pile. There's nothing here to particularly suggest it. I just feel it. Like, I think you guys do magic. Whether you know it or not. So what I'm seeing here, pile 3, what Spirit is like really like proud of you for though, is like really taking a deep dive into yourself. Like I really feel like if you are watching this pile, like I said, you do magics and you're in the middle of like extensive shadow work. Yeah, you guys might just be in the middle of extensive shadow work right now. And Spirit is like really proud of you for overgoing the shadow work. Most definitely. Like I feel it heavily and clearly, because the 2 planetary energies, and I was drawn to draw 2. Every other pile got 1 planet energy, but you guys, I've been led to give you 2. And you have Luna, the moon, and Pluto. And with the moon and Pluto, it talks about like really going deep inside the darkness. Like really going inside your darkness and like really seeing what you can discover in there. And this is why I have a strong sense that you guys are really heavily involved in shadow work right now. Because we also have the expansion card here to like really give me a little bit more evidence to suggest that. It was the expansion card here. And creation. Like she shaman here, she doesn't show up to just anyone. She shows up to people who can manifest, or at least have an idea that they can manifest. Which is why I said that you guys are like witches, mage, light workers, whatever you want to call yourself, a spiritualist, whatever you want to call yourself. Like this is your power, this is your energy. And right now you're really going into like really strong shadow work inside yourself. You guys are really learning to like challenge your perceptions on yourself and what you've come to learn so far, which is very important for any spiritualist. If you just like rock with your knowledge and you don't sit back and reflect and like really think like, oh, do I really have this right? Then you're being willfully ignorant. Being willing to like shift your perspective on things and shift your perception on things. It's like always really true, and it's what brings balance into your life here, as you can see with the yin and yang sign. So really just going inside yourself and like looking into your darkness to bring it into the light. And we also have the death card here, and with Pluto energy as well. So, and the other card is transformation, which is something else that Pluto rules over. So, like I said, you guys are really going through like probably some really intense shadow work right now. Probably getting down and like really challenging like deeply held ideas that probably been with you guys since like childhood. Like over like the options that you might have available in your life. Like if you grew up poor, right now you're doing shadow work around, well, am I always going to be poor? Like, do I really feel like I deserve to be poor all my life? How can I break free of like my childhood conditioning? Like really heavy stuff. I'm getting the feeling that you guys are like really tackling here. And I've been told to read the options card. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's paths, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Yeah, you guys are really starting to like understand and like come into the process that Life is what you make it, and you can have the life that you want. So why aren't you? Why haven't you? And what's stopping you? And I feel like that's really questions that you're asking yourself, or like things that you're trying to tell yourself right now in pile 3. And Spirit is like proud of you for asking these deep questions, because these deep questions are tied to childhood traumas here with this 6 of Cups. It's tied to your childhood. It's tied to your past. And it's something that you like need to come to terms with and to transmute and to like put to death and to transform from. Because right now, I feel like pile 2, you guys are in the process of pile 3. You guys are in the process of becoming very, very beautiful, very, very wise people, very powerful people. Whether you're a witch, a light worker, a spiritualist, or whatever, you're growing in your powers, for better or for worse. But either way, you're growing in your powers. What we have here, vitality. I am healthy, vital, and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Every cell is a warrior. Everyone has his own sword and shield. I dare you to try to penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So yeah, pile 3, you guys are really starting to appreciate develop a love for life. And really starting to see life as more than just black and white. Right here with the perception. Okay, this is flowing. Seeing life as more than just black and white. Like, you guys are definitely heavily involved in like a dark period right now, in shadow work and transmuting and like changing energy. And some of you guys are closer towards the end of this energy than others. Like some of you guys are just like right at the brink or on the cusp of your transformation, and like really realizing who you are and like what you can bring into this world and what you can manifest here, and like really expanding like your spirit and your capacity for spirit, because we have Sky God here and we have Mother Earth. So this is like a really big like expanding time for you, pile 3. I feel like this might be my pile. You guys are like really expanding, and right now like Spirit wants to draw your attention that you're going through like a deep shadow work. You're going through and like bringing out like your secrets, like really things that was like really deep, things that you really don't want to tell anyone. Your deeply held fears, your deeply held like misbeliefs inside yourself. You're starting to challenge them. And I'm not hearing like misbeliefs inside yourself. I'm hearing conditioned beliefs. Like I really feel like you've been led to believe these certain things about yourself because of your experiences ever since you was a childhood. Ever since you were a child. And I keep hearing like the fact that, you know, it has everything to do with your childhood, with how you were raised, the people you were raised by and around. Like you're really starting to like heal those kind of traumas, those kind of like misconceptions that you kind of subconsciously brought with you through all of your life, pile 3. And Spirit is like very proud of you for that, because this is some heavy work to transmute, especially with the Moon card being here. The Moon card also speaks of like traumas, also like childhood traumas and stuff like that as well. Not the Moon card, but like the moon energy is definitely about like traumatic events and stuff like that. Pluto is about traumatic events, but the moon is about deep healing and healing of traumas and cleansing. Pluto causes the traumas in your life, and you can heal them with the power of the moon. So that's why they're here together. Because there's, like I said, there's something really deep, like really deep traumas, really deep pains being brought forth to the surface for you to like heal and change, and for you to challenge. Yes, about your self-worth, about what you believe your life can be, and really realizing that, you know, you have options in your life. You don't have to go down the path that's been laid forth for you because of your environment, or like how you were raised or how you was grown up. Like it's really time for a brand new change and an elevation, which is what the Stork card, the card that represented your pile, means. It's time for an elevation, an upgrade, a change, like a new cycle, a new beginning in your life. And the Stork card like says that very clearly, because your deep traumas, your deeply held beliefs, like those things that you keep secret and locked away for no one else to see, you're bringing up to the light and you're confronting them. Because one of the things I see here is like you had the dilettante in reverse. Upright is like sitting on your gifts, but in the shadow side. And like I said, you guys have been doing shadow work. This is what you guys are working through. The pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. A lot of people might really like Okay, a lot of people might really doubt that you know the things that you know, Pile 3, but you know the things that you know. You know the things that you know. But one thing that I'm hearing here is don't think that you know it all. Always be open to learning more, to like shifting your perception. And like I said, if you really just stay solid in like what you believe and not really like decide to be flexible and see different sides, then you're ignorant as a spiritualist. Always being open to like learning new knowledge and things of that nature is something that's very, very important. And even with the book card here, like definitely being open to like deepen your knowledge and to like expand yourself. And yeah, this is this is awesome. This is awesome. Maybe some of you guys are realizing that you don't know everything, or like the things that you think you're challenging. Either way, I feel like you guys are really just like opening. Like some of us are just opening up, but a lot of us have already been going through this process of like transmuting these energies and like confronting like your childhood beliefs, like the beliefs that were ingrained and conditioned into you. And I keep hearing like some of us are like, if you're watching this and this is your pile, you might be a more advanced soul, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, you might be a more advanced soul. And you just gotta, I'm hearing some of you guys are just playing catch up. Some of you have to play catch up to what you really know, because you don't know everything that your spirit truly knows. So there's deeper things for you to know. But in order for you to get to that stuff, you gotta work through this shadow work, through this healing, through this process. So I didn't even touch you guys' tarot cards yet. I only pulled up the Six of Cups. But you guys got the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. And what this is telling me is that you guys are really coming into an inner harmony with yourself, and that this is like actually taking some work and some time, some shadow work here. And shadow work is something that, I roll through my shadow work. Like I think I go through it like at a pretty decent pace. I think I'm faster than others when it comes to like, reconciling my shadow. But for a lot of people, this is a very, very time consuming and very long process. So take the time that you need with this to really like come into true harmony with yourself, like with your energies and with the world. So take the time that you need, take it step by step, and realize that you're right now in the middle of like transmuting some really deep and heavy traumatic things in your life. Things that was caused like ever since you were a childhood or like when you were a kid. You're really going through the process of really like knowing that you can be what you want to be in this life. Like I keep seeing it, I keep getting drawn back to this option cards. Like you can be what you want to be in this life. Don't let your circumstances or like how everything has like gone so far dictate what you can do in the future. That stuff is like being put to death. Like your past is being put to death. And this is a message that I keep getting and I'm going to keep giving. Your past is being put to death. Especially this pile, because you're deciding to undergo the work. So your past is being put to death, and you're transforming into something like beautiful, something that this world has never seen before. So keep it going, Pile 3. Spirit is very proud of you for having the courage to jump into this kind of work, this deep shadow work, because not a lot of people can go into the dark, and not a lot of people are willing to go into the darkness. So if you are one of those like people that's like brave enough to go into the dark, to really see what's more to learn, learn more about yourself, like realize that you haven't completely mastered yourself, and that there's more for you to learn, to heal and transmute. There's more for you to learn and heal and transmute. Then this is like for you, Pile 3. Like Spirit is so proud of you for deciding to expand yourself and to create yourself anew, to like go through and like do this heavy lifting of all your deep. These are like deep foundation stones, like really heavy foundational stones of your trauma that you're starting to like heal and cleanse, Pile 3. And this is not something to take lightly, and this is not something to like scoff at. Like this is like real deep, important work that people don't even touch. Most people don't even touch until way into their lifetime. Like if you're watching this and you're like younger than I'm gonna give it like 35. If you're younger than 35 and you're watching this, just know you're a little bit more advanced. You're ahead of your age. Like, you're ahead for your age. And the only thing you got to do is just keep focusing and keep doing what you're doing on like doing your shadow work here. Challenging the way that you see the world. Challenging your beliefs. Like, just challenging the things that you believe about yourself and what you're capable of. Because you're capable of so much more than you ever really thought, Pile 3. You don't know. But by the time you finish this shadow work, By the time you step into the confidence that doing this kind of work is going to bring you, you're going to really see who you are in this world, and get a little bit more of a clearer picture of who you are and what you're capable of. Just know that that time is coming, and you're doing all the proper work in spirit. And I hear a multitude of applause. And whenever I hear a multitude of applause, I know that this is like beautiful. So yeah, Pile 3, you're doing the right thing, and you're doing something very, very big, not only for you, but for your ancestors and your karma, and your life karma. A lot of you guys are coming up out of your life karma, and this is like the last little bit of work that's needed for you to be like truly free from underneath your generational curse. It's like really challenge these last little bit of like ideas, these last little bit of works, and then like really reframe the way that you see your life and the possibilities that life is affording to you. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull one extra oracle for you guys because this is my pile. I always do something nice for my piles. So let's see. Yeah, okay. And the two cards that came out was perfect. Oh. Alright, I'm not going to keep doing this because if I do this, this is going to turn into a whole reading. But I know I'm really tapped into this energy. I know this is my pile. We have the calm within transformation and the afraid of the addict. And this is talking about shadow work. Exactly what I've been telling you guys. The afraid of the addict is talking about traumas, fears, and issues, which is what I was saying. This is about cleansing your traumas. Like you guys are doing the work right now, you're transforming, and this is the calm within transformation. You guys are going along with the process. You guys are with it. You guys are actually engaging in the shadow work. You guys aren't like running away from it. This pile here is doing a deep dive into themselves and into their deepest, darkest places, and where all their deepest, darkest traumas are, and they're facing them. You're facing them. You're not refusing to let your past traumas, your past issues, like really, really hold you back. And you're deciding to like be calm as you go through this transformation. You're allowing this process to happen because some of you guys are already like master alchemists, or some of you guys are already pretty seasoned alchemists by now. So some of you guys like know the process of going and engaging in shadow work by now, and this is why you guys are calm. you realize what's going on and that you're doing it. But what you guys don't know is right now this little bit of shadow work that you're doing right now is like at the core. This is like the core foundation of like all your troubles. Like once you really cleanse and get through this work, nothing else is going to be able to stop you. Like you guys are going to be like on it. And then at the bottom we have the justice card. Like this is meant to be. Like this is you deciding what's really true and